Assalamu alaikum everyone. In episode 8 of Crash Course Spine, we shall be rigging our character's dog tags and necklace. In the process, we will be going over meshes and weights once more and shall also be looking at transform constraints. Now if you've been following this series closely, you'll notice that in episodes 3, 4 and 5 when I was adding bones for our character, I did not add these two dog tag bones. I added them later, but the process is the same as explained in those episodes. Both these bones are children to the torso bone at the moment, but we shall be changing that shortly. We want our green necklace to stretch as the dog tags are pulled away from it. However, at the moment when you move these two bones, the green necklace stays in its place. To achieve what we want, we first press N to engage the Create tool. With our torso bone selected, we create a new bone right above our two dog tag bones. I'll call this bone both dog tags. We select the bones labeled dog tag A and dog tag B and make them children to our newly created bone. Next, we select this green necklace and convert it into a mesh. We click on Edit Mesh and then on Create and draw out a very simple mesh. We delete any unwanted vertices and exit out of the Edit Mesh mode. We do the same with our left side of the necklace. We select it and make sure the mesh option is checked, and then we press the Edit Mesh button. From the Edit Mesh tools, we click on Create and divide our mesh like so. Once we have the simple mesh ready, we hit space and exit out of the Edit Mesh mode. With our mesh selected, we go to Weights. We click on the Bind button and select our torso bone. You can see our selected bone appears in the list over here. Now we select the new bone we had created earlier. You can take a look at this list to make sure you selected the right one. Once happy, we can hit space to commit these two bones to our mesh and wait a few seconds as Spine makes the required calculations. Now very quickly we can repeat the same steps for the right part of our necklace. We select it, hit the Bind button and select the torso bone and the both dog tags bone and hit space. Now that our necklace has a mesh and has weights assigned to it, we can do a little fine-tuning. With the right necklace selected, we go to Tools and select Weights. At the moment, you can see that all the points on our mesh are completely yellow. This means that this yellow bone, which is the torso bone, is fully influencing all of the vertices. From this list, we select the red bone. That's the one that we named both dog tags. Next, we select these three nodes on the bottom end of the necklace and click and drag to increase the influence of the red bone on these points. On these nodes that mark the middle point of our mesh, we increase the influence of the red bone to about 50%. Next, we select the left side of the necklace. Here you can see our red bone or the both dog tags bone is fully influencing all the points of our mesh. We select the torso bone and then we select these two nodes. We click and drag until they turn completely yellow. This means that these points are now fully under the influence of the torso bone. We now select the middle two nodes and increase our torso bone's influence on them to about 50%. Now when we select this bone and move it, you can see the results for yourself. With that, let's move on to the dog tags themselves. Right now, we can rotate both these dog tags individually. However, I want to link these two bones such that when I rotate one bone, the other one rotates with it but to a slightly lesser degree. Simply put, I want dog tag B to rotate at about 15 degrees for every 30 degrees that dog tag A rotates. To do this, we select dog tag B and click on New. From the menu, we select Transform Constraints. Next, we select dog tag A, which will become our target bone. Give your constraint a proper name so it's easy to locate in the tree view. Now in the tree view, you navigate to Constraints, which is at the very bottom of the list. Locate and select the new transform constraint you've just created. You can see when we made this transform constraint, the position of dog tag B changed automatically. Here in the options, if you move these three sliders all the way to 0, dog tag B will return to its original position. Now we uncheck link sliders and increase the rotation slider to about the 50% mark. We now go to the offset menu here and change the rotate offset value until dog tag B returns close to its original position. Now you see, if we rotate dog tag A, dog tag B, which is underneath dog tag A, will automatically rotate, but to a slightly lesser degree. Having this setup will save us time when we want to animate our dog tags, since we would only need to animate the movements of dog tag A. Dog tag B will always follow along at a slightly lesser degree. This hopefully will add a little extra detail and give the necklace and the dog tag animations some nice variations. With that done, we can zoom out, give the necklace a final examination, and call it a day. Join me in the next episode where we go over spines, skin feature, and do some troubleshooting with the character's skin. Thanks for watching, and Allah Hafiz.